Welcome back to Bills, Bets, and Beers. I'm your host, Chad. This is a channel where I mostly talk about Bills football, the NFL in general, walk through my parlays for my Monday, Sunday, and Thursday night football games, and do a couple parlays for the regular Sunday games as well. Then do the occasional tasting and rating of a tasty brew. Let's get into this video. As you can tell by the title, it's going to be about the Thursday night football game for week 15. It's going to be the 49ers versus the Seahawks. So let's get right into this. If you do enjoy this content, give me a like and subscribe. Definitely helps me get better content put out. Let's go through this injury report. For the 49ers, we'll start off with them first. It's going to be wide receiver Deebo Samuel. He's actually going to be out this game. He didn't participate in practice at all due to the injury he got in that last game. Then you have Kevin Gibbons. He actually he's designated with a knee injury, and he did not participate all week as well, and he's also out. The next one, last one out, at least currently for the 49ers, is defensive tackle Hazon Rigwe with a pec injury. Didn't participate all week, and he's out. Got a couple questionables that are going to be very interesting coming in. There were more questionables I didn't bother putting in, but you have Samuel Womack, concussion. He's the cornerback over there. He's actually a backup cornerback. But they do have a couple other ones that are very there's a lot of backup corners and safeties that are injured and questionable for this game, but he's one that I chose to put on here. He didn't participate all week, but he's questionable. I think they're just waiting to see if he can clear concussion protocol. Most likely they're going to find out by tomorrow, like afternoon or whatever. They're going to get out, or probably just when they give you the injury report and inactives and whatnot for the game. Then you have that quarterback Brock Purdy. I hope he plays because I'm in my fantasy football league's playoffs, and I need him because he's my quarterback. I had Garoppolo and he went away, so now Purdy's playing decent. He was limited all week with his rib and oblique injury, and he's questionable. So definitely something to look for there. If he's not playing, the 49ers have no chance to win this game. Even though they have a good defense, and Seahawks defense is not great, I wouldn't trust the backup quarterback. I think it's Josh Johnson to play. Plus, I really need Purdy to play in this thing for my fantasy. So biased in that point. But that's it for the 49ers. Let's go to the Seahawks side. You have DJ Dallas, the running back. He has ankle injury, and he didn't participate Monday and Tuesday. When I was getting all these stats and stuff, they didn't have anything for designations for today. So definitely a bummer, but that's okay. So who knows if he's going to play. It's looking like he's not. Unless he had a limited participation today, I wouldn't expect him to play tomorrow. Then you have safety Ryan Neal with a knee injury. He didn't participate as well Monday and Tuesday. And like I said, any of these players are going to need a limited participation at least tomorrow. At least today to get into this. And I just couldn't find that information. So nose tackle Al Woods, same situation, but he has an Achilles injury. It sounds like he's not going to be playing at all. I would think with Achilles, he's not going to play, especially if he didn't participate Monday or Tuesday. Then you got cornerback Trey Brown. He had an illness on Tuesday, so he didn't participate. It's going to be very interesting if it's more severe and it's affecting him, and it's not going to be at least 80%. I'm guessing they're not going to want him to play, but with the current issue at the moment, you don't want to have another cornerback out against this offense over there. So if both him and the safety are, that's definitely troublesome. Then you have running back Kenneth Walker. Um, he has an ankle injury. He was limited Monday, and he was full participation Tuesday. So he's going to be back in the lineup and most likely taking the starter roles. So you'll see how that goes into my parlays. I like to give all these injury reports to give a reason why you're putting all these bets in, and that's how it's going to run a certain way. I got my 6-leg Thursday night football same game parlay through a FanDuel. Big mouthful there, I know. I got Kenneth Walker, anytime touchdown. Jawan Jennings, anytime touchdown. I think with Deebo Samuel out, he's going to be getting a lot of these catches. Obviously, you're going to be seeing Brandon Ayuk getting them as well. But I think Jawan Jennings is going to get a chance at a touchdown because they're going to be focusing more on Ayuk at this point. Then I have Tyler Lockett over 63.5 receiving yards. Brandon Ayuk over 90 plus receiving yards. I did the alternate on this and just boosted it up. I think plus 90 was like plus 400 or something. So I just took those odds. I mean, it's risky, but I think without Samuel, he's going to blow up in a sense. Then you have Christian McCaffrey, 100 plus. I did it again. 100 plus. It should be rushing yards. 100 plus rushing yards alternate. I believe that's what it should be. But yeah, 100 plus rushing yards alternate. I had him at that because I think he's going to be getting at least 90. And the 100 plus was enough for me to say, yeah, he's going to be able to get it. I think he's going to get it because they're going to be running it more towards the end. I think it's going to be close enough, but I think they're going to be getting towards the end and trying to burn clock so they can't even make a run at possibly catching up. So, and the Seahawks don't have a bad offense. They just have a bad defense. So I think with the runs, he's going to break off a couple big ones and just keep getting all the 5-6 yards in the ground in the first downs and whatnot. So 100 yards isn't that much to ask from him either because he's been getting that around that anyways per game. Then I got the 49ers minus 3 point spread. Overall odds plus 20,000, and it's gonna turn $1 into $205. So decent odds, and none of this is out of the wheelhouse. Next one, I just wanted to kind of do some polar opposites, just so if one thing doesn't hit, other people do well, then I can hit on that aspect. I got Tyler Lockett, anytime touchdown. Then I have George Kittle, anytime touchdown. Like, this one's a little biased, only because I have both of them on my fantasy squad. So I want them to do well, but I think with the situation, it's going to turn out where Kittle's going to get more opportunities this week, hopefully. Especially, like I said, with Samuel out, he's going to need to do something. Then I have George Kittle over 64.5 receiving yards. I do think this is going to happen. He's been averaging around 20 to 30, more towards the 20 aspect. But he's had a few games where I think he had 1 or 2 games where he got towards 60. So I think this is a game without Deebo Samuel and they're taking targets. They're going to work him in over that middle because they're going to have to start working him in if they want to really have a big impact when it comes to the playoffs, at least in my perspective. Then I have Jawan Jennings over 34.5 receiving. Like I said, I think he's going to be able to get this. That's not going to be that many yards. 35 yards. I think he's going to get probably 3 to 5 catches, probably around 50 yards, or at least 40-ish. Then I got Kenneth Walker over 64.5 rushing yards. I think that's easy money. I know the defense is very good for the 49ers, but I think Kenneth Walker, they're going to be trying to get the run started in the beginning, and he's going to get some yards, break off a couple, and then later on break off a big one. Just because he has to make a statement. He's coming back in. I think he knows he's a good running back. And he's just been injured this year, so I think he's going to get probably around 80, but I went with 64.5 to be safe. Because I could have boosted it with a alternate, but it wasn't worth it. Then I got Geno Smith over 249.5 passing yards. Like I said, I know this defense is very good over the 49ers, but I think they're going to get up enough, and then it's going to allow the Seahawks to, because their offense isn't bad. Their offense has good weapons. They got Metcalf, they got Lockett. I mean, and they even have that tight end that's really good. I can't think of it. But they have good players there. And even then, Kenneth Walker and all that stuff. So they have the offense. They're just, their defense has always been the one kind of letting them down in a sense. But overall odds is plus 18,000, and I turned $1 into $181. So good stuff there. So I got 2 hot takes, and then I finish it up with my last couple sections here for you. Hot takes: George Kittle, 2+ touchdowns with Deebo Samuel. I think he's going to be getting those targets in the red zone, and big time stuff for him. Like I said, hot take enough. Too hot of a take for me to actually put a bet on it, but I think it's going to hit. Then you got Christian McCaffrey. This is obviously, if one doesn't hit, the other doesn't hit, whatever. I got Christian McCaffrey over 150 plus rushing yards as my other hot take. I just think he can get off this week. He did have weeks where he's been over 150 a couple times. So I would not take this past him to do it again. I got some upcoming videos. I'm going to be doing a Sunday Night Football and Sunday game parlay / preview. Could probably do about three or so parlays on that. One for the Sunday Night Football, and just 2 for just the Sunday games. 2 or 3, just probably hitting like a big probably 10-leg parlay on predicting games, and then other one on just not touchdowns, but like you can mix and match between touchdowns and player props. Then I'm gonna be doing Bills versus Dolphins post game reaction. That's gonna be probably drop in Sunday. When I get back from the game, I'll probably work out what I want to put in it and whatnot. And then a Monday Night Football preview and parlays. I'll be dropping that Monday as well, probably towards Monday night. I like to get these out a little early, but with these short weeks with these Bills games, it's hard to pump out all this content. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Got my go check out my channel. Give me a like and subscribe. If you leave a comment if you think if there's something that I'm missing, if you think I'm wrong, if you think I'm crazy with the hot takes, if you don't like the injury report stuff. Like I said, I've been pushing it out there trying to see if people like it or not. But I do think it gives like a nice little leeway into what might be coming out of this. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Oh, almost forgot my sponsors. I would have lost a lot of money. That's good. They're just my friend's stuff. Check out my my wife's crochet with Elisha Instagram account. That's her business page. She does she puts all her pictures of what she makes. So she makes like hats, gloves, mittens, cardigans, sweaters. I mean, anything you could think of, from literal infants all the way up to full grown adults, any size. So just, you might have to do some measurements at a certain point, but just to make sure it fits properly. But then she can know exactly how much yarn to do, how many rows, how many like stitches to put in, so she can make it perfect for you guys. She also does really cool dolls and everything, so check it out. Shoot her a DM if you want anything from there. Then I got my buddy Evan. He's got his own YouTube channel over at Mr. Nasty Time. That's MR_NASTYTYYYME. I'd be putting his link in the description below. Definitely check him out. He does a lot of good stuff. He does a weekly power rankings for the NFL 1 through 32. He's going to be focusing more on the playoff aspects now, like who's in a playoff bubble and who he thinks can be able to get in and squeak in with this ending of the season coming up. Then he does a lot of stuff with his gaming channel. Same channel, he just does a lot of Warzone 2.0. We were just playing it earlier tonight. Then you also have him doing some Madden franchise. He's huge into that stuff. And he does some UFC content too. So he does a lot. He's a whole wide spectrum of things he's doing on there. So definitely check him out. He breaks down fight cards and stuff, so you can know what to bet on. And then my last one, my future sponsor, New Belgium Voodoo Ranger. Definitely check it out. New Belgium makes a lot of good beers, but I like their faction of Voodoo Ranger the best. You'll see it in the stores. Has a skeleton doing all crazy type of stuff on the cans. I think you guys will love it. If you like an IPA, like especially like a hazy tropical IPA, they make the best ones. They're like 9.5%, and they taste like they're like a 5 or 6% beer. So definitely good for the bang on the buck too, because it's like some places it's $2.50, some places $3.50, but you get a 19-ounce can of this 9.5%. Definitely worth it. You get 2-3 of those cans, you're good for a night, and that's if you're used to drinking high percentage beers. So go check it out. It's my favorite stuff. You can get it at usually any convenience store. But that's gonna be it for me. You guys have a good night. Peace. Go Bills, and I'm out.